August is shaping up to be the most intense month of 2024. And honestly, the rest of the year is going to continue to building in intensity. Why? Well, we've got the solar storms, the political events, Mercury retrograde, and all kinds of different astrological clashes, I'll call them. Also, our souls are showing us the deadline, per se. It's time to level up the game. It's time to rise out of the chaos because August is also going to be a month of beautiful creativity and flow, if you choose that. It's time to choose Ascension, to choose 5D, to commit to it and take soul-inspired action to ascend. Welcome to your multidimensional journey. I am Tracy Canberra, and I'll start with the solar storms. We've seen the last few weeks of July a ton of solar storms, solar flares, CMEs, the Schumann resonance going off the charts. I have several podcast episodes on my YouTube channel on what the Solarian Council is saying about the sun's energy and the solar light codes that are blasting Earth and how to harness them for your growth, your ascension. And these storms are going to continue in intensity for the rest of the year. Scientifically, all of this solar activity and geomagnetic storms, they're disrupting the electromagnetic frequencies on the Earth, in the Earth, and within our bodies. But I focus energetically. And energetically, these solar light codes, all of this solar activity, clears and heals our human DNA, rewrites our cellular memories to higher dimensional ones that already exist, and recalibrates our multidimensional DNA, activating the aspects when we're ready so that we can ascend, so that we can remain in 5D, which is a higher state of being, more often and for longer periods each time. So that's a good thing. We asked for this pre-incarnationally. Remember, the sun is our alarm clock. It programs us. The alarm goes off in the form of solar storms. Next, we have all of the astrological shenanigans. Moving to Mercury retrograde for most of August, this is a very well-known astrological event, and it sends a lot of people running for cover. And the truth is that all of the astrological events in August, including Mercury retrograde, are just showing us what to cut out in our life. Mercury retrograde does not have to mean that things are going backwards and things are just going to blow up all month. Harness up energy to redirect yourself into a knowing that if this is blowing up or crumbling, it must mean that there's a better direction for me. Okay, spirit, angels, guides, soul, show me. What's the better direction? My eyes are open. I'm looking. So show me the better direction because I am open to taking it. I invite it in. Thank you, universe, for ending that situation because I know you are sending a new, better, higher path for me. Together, we are co-creating the path of higher flow, higher creativity, higher joy and passion. If something blows up, and honestly, I just had something absolutely blow up out of nowhere in my life a couple days ago. And I took Spirit's advice and I stepped back and I asked, okay, what is this showing me? How do I handle this? What is my highest action in this situation? To know how to handle anything that is blowing up, that's burning down, friendships ending, relationships ending, jobs ending, new beginnings that you didn't see coming, that you're not necessarily prepared for, like getting offered a new job, but it's halfway across the country, things like that. With all this intense energy this month, it becomes imperative that you step back, you pause, and you tune into your heart and you ask, what do I want to do about this? How do I really feel about this? Then ask your guides, your angels, your soul, source, the universe, God, how can I best handle this? Well, first of all, rise above the emotion. What I always ask myself is, if I take all the emotion out of this situation, what am I left with? In the case of the job offer across the country, the emotions in the ego mind says, oh my God, I'd have to leave my family. I'd have to leave my friends. I don't think my spouse is willing to move. All of that hysteria ensues as we freak out about what it means. So you step back, you pause, you take a deep breath, and you ask yourself, is this new job my passion? Is it going to uplevel my life? Is it something that in my heart and soul I feel like I really want to do, I'm being guided to do? If the answer is no, then you don't have to worry about what your spouse says or missing your best friend. If the answer is yes, then you simply go to the next step. Talk to your spouse. See what the possibilities are. Take it step by step. But rather than caving into the chaos and the destruction that we're going to be seeing in August and frankly the rest of the year, instead of caving into it, rise above it. Harness it. Harness that energy and let it fuel you. Let it fuel your creativity and your manifestations. You can surf these intense waves. It's entirely possible. So, in addition to the solar flares, the geomagnetic storms, and the astrological events of August, we've got a lot of political events going on, not just in the US, but across the world. And while I don't dive into anything political, all I'll say is, again, rise above it. Because while political events can dramatically shape our world, so can keeping our intentions focused on the highest outcomes, on what's best for humanity. Keep picturing the highest outcomes, keep picturing love and peace and compassion and solidarity, and send that into the world. You can send it out every day, multiple times a day, in prayer, in meditation, in intention, and it does make a difference. It makes much more of a difference than getting sucked into others' agendas that usually are just benefiting themselves. So again, with the political events, you don't have to jump in with both feet. You don't have to let it rock your world. Rise above it and focus on your best life. Commit to that. And it is fully up to you to create your best life out of the circumstances you're in. Your conditions do not have to control you. You control the conditions. You control your response to the conditions. You control how the conditions affect you. That's the biggest thing to remember. Whether it all goes down the tubes or not, you don't have to. Whether you feel it's all crumbling or not, it's not the fact that it's crumbling. It's the fact that you're freaked out that it's crumbling. The advice is always the same from Spirit. Step back, pause, take the higher road, see the positive, look at the silver linings, not the storm clouds, okay? Because all of this intensity in August brings about a beautiful blast of creativity. Again, I'll bring up surfing. And I don't surf, but Spirit shows me pictures in my head all the time of a surfer. When you catch a good wave and you surf it, you're on the top of the world. You're in flow. You're in oneness, right? You can do that. Or sometimes the wave just crushes you, knocks you off your board, don't know up from down. That happens. But what do surfers do? They get back on the board and they wait for the next wave because they're confident they can ride that one. That's what Spirit shows me. And it is the same with life. It is our choice. So choose happiness. Choose to let all of this intense energy that is displaying as chaos, because energy is always perceived through our own filter. And we're perceiving the energies as chaotic because they're really intense and they're not yet coalesced into a beautiful stream of creativity. That's our job to do. So when we feel the chaotic intensity of these energies, it disrupts our comfort zone. That's why it feels so intense. We're disrupted. The same chaotic, intense energy you could perceive as excitement, while another perceives it as anxiety, because that's how we're each perceiving differently the same energies. There are people that have anxiety or depression whose body funnels the energy there instead of into a different emotion. Why? Because their mental or emotional bodies are not prepared to process or take action on that energy. So they put it in their comfort zone or into a known emotion, anxiety, something they felt for years. They just funnel the energy there. But it didn't begin as anxiety energy. It began as creativity or excitement or adventure or new beginnings. It began as pure, raw source energy speeding towards us for us to collect and create and manifest out of. So remember that. The energy is just the building blocks. It's like Legos. We have the ability to create what we desire out of it. So what are you going to create? And if you're committed to your highest good and you truly believe and practice that everything that happens for you, not to you, but for you, and you believe that it's happening for your benefit, then you'll naturally use that energy to build your life better. Spirit says it all the time to me in sessions. You can look at the negative or you can look at the positive. You can look left or you can look right. The truth is, you can harness the energy of any event, whether it looks good or bad on the outside. You can harness that energy into your creativity, into your desired manifestations. It's all silver lining, people, no storm clouds. So we must stop looking for the storm clouds, stop acting on the storm clouds, whether it be astrologically or solar storm geomagnetically or politically or professionally or personally. Refuse to look at the storm clouds. Look only at the silver lining. Thank you, universe. All is divine, perfect timing, divine, perfect action. How does this benefit me? Show me, because I'm ready to up level. I'm ready to take it up a notch. I am in flow. When you say that, you will be shown. You'll see it. Look for the signs. That blow up I had the other day, right after it, which honestly just shocked me since it came out of nowhere, I chose to stand in neutrality and I was like, okay, I guess we have a situation and I'm going to have to take some actions that I didn't anticipate. And I just stayed neutral. And right after that, while I was still processing it, I opened the mail and I had a $600 check. And I was like, well, look at that. Staying neutral, looking at the silver lining, and good things transpire. Also, a big theme in August is that we are being asked to up-level our lives to move into 5D more often and for longer periods of time. Eventually, we'll be in 5D all the time, for those of us that choose it. Remember, there are some souls that have incarnated on Earth only to participate in 3D. They're not interested in Ascension. They really aren't. I mean, if you think about it, you could probably name a few publicly and a few in your inner circle that you're like, yeah, that person's never going to ascend. They are so committed to the matrix or committed to power over others, things like that. So yes, there are souls that are only interested in this game, but the majority of souls are interested in 5D. We came here for the Ascension experience, similar to the Atlantis Lemuria Ascension experience. So it's time to choose 5D. Buckle up, ride it out. Know that you can propel yourself with these energies, coalesce them into a slipstream, and ride that stream of energy. Ask yourself, what are your passion projects? Where can your creativity use a boost? Where would you like to stream your creativity? What would you like to see manifested in your life? Harness all the energy for that. So know that Ascension is happening with or without each one of us. Now, entrainment shows us that the more of us that ascend, that energy makes it easier for others to ascend. They can attrain to the higher frequencies that we're achieving. So that's a great thing. I love the idea of helping others move through Ascension. It's why I started this YouTube channel, to give you Spirit's advice about up-leveling your life, about ascending, to pass on the advice from the universe, the guides, the angels, the soul, the higher dimensional collectives I connect with, so that you can up-level your life to live in more happiness, more creativity, and more security. So remember, despite the intensity of August, you are being asked to surf those waves. You are being asked to make choices and commit to up-leveling your life, and you can. You have the ability. Choose happiness, choose passion, choose creativity. Remind yourself in every situation, thank you, universe. You're ending this to show me a better way. Take a deep breath, move into divine neutrality, and then step into happiness, step into 5D and beyond. And I'll end here by telling you that even despite that blow up I had, the last few days I've been feeling such 0-point energy on the planet. So much peace and stillness and depth. Beautiful energies of the void. The void truly is magical. Every morning the past few days, when I wake up, I can feel it. And it's not just the area I live in. I ping other areas around the world and I feel it there. It is pervasive. It is surrounding Earth, surrounding humanity. That beautiful energy of the void, of the peaceful stillness, of being in oneness with Source. That energy is the deep waters underneath the chaotic waves on the surface of what's going on. So go into that depth, go into that stillness. That's where you'll be able to hear your heart, your guides, your angels, and your soul, the universe itself, pure source energy guiding you. That's where you'll be able to hear the wisdom. And that's where you will find the bravery, the confidence, the commitment, the faith and trust, and the security to take action and move into your creativity, move into your manifestations because they're waiting for you. So claim August as your month and use the energy to uplevel your life. And if you're listening on YouTube, please leave a comment on what tools you use to rise above the chaos. Let the rest of our community here know how Mercury retrograde affects you and what you're doing with the intensity of the energies coming in lately. I deeply appreciate these comments and the likes and the subscribes. It shows me a beautiful, heartfelt community, and it shows me to continue posting these episodes because they are helping. So thank you from the bottom of my heart, and we'll talk again soon, beautiful souls.